G'day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the ZWO EAF, the electronic automatic focuser, and how to calculate and adjust for the backlash in the focuser. Backlash, if you don't know, is where you've got a drive gear turning gears together, and whilst they're going in one direction, it's going to be nice and smooth. But then as the drive gear reverses direction, you've got the gap between the teeth, this little bit of slop. This is called backlash. How can it affect your focuser? So if you're manually focusing and you're slowly stepping out to try and get your stars nice and small as possible, but then you think you've overshot the sharpness, so you want to reverse the focuser, but it seems to take quite a few taps and turns before anything even happens. This is because of your backlash. So to see this in action really obviously, I'm going to get my marker here and put a little dot on the focuser. And this way it'll be nice and obvious when we do this little test. And using the ASIAir app, we're going to go into the EAF settings, and I'm going to set my fast or coarse, as it says, to 200 steps, which should be enough steps to send the focuser forward, so we're certain that the gears are fully engaged. So I'm going to send it forward those 200 steps. There we go. And now we're going to reverse it 200 steps. And as you can see, we are nowhere near to where we started. And this is because we haven't calculated the backlash. So how do we do this? So I'm going to go back into the app. We're just going to confirm that we've got 200 coarse steps or fast steps, and we've got 10 fine steps. So what we need to do is send the focuser forward. I'm going to do it 400 steps, so I'm certain that they're fully engaged, and then count the amount of steps it takes to reverse the focus until we see the little focus adjuster move. So let's do that now. Okay, so now I'm going to send it forward 400 steps, so 2 taps of the fast. Let's do that. There's 1 and there's 2. So now we know for sure that the gears are fully engaged. So I'm going to the slow setting and going to count the amount of taps it takes to reverse the focus in 10-step increments. So let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, still hasn't moved, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, there we go. There was a tiny little movement there. We know that the gears have re-engaged. It took me 13 taps of 10 steps, so that means we've got a backlash of 130 steps. So if I go back into the EAF part of the ASIAir app, and now we put 130 into the backlash, and so now when I send it forward those 200 steps and back 200 steps, we should arrive back at near enough the same position. Let's check it out. So setting it to fast, we're going to go forward 200 and now back 200. And that is pretty close to where we started. Now you could fine-tune the backlash even more, and instead of 10 steps for the slow setting, you could set it to 5. And in my case, instead of 13 taps, that would have meant it would take me 26, or maybe 27, or maybe 25, ending up at either 125, 130, or 135 steps to clear the backlash. So this was for the ZWO EAF using the ASIAir Pro. This same exercise should work for just about any automatic focuser out there and other software, as long as you can put in those fast and slow settings and you've got a spot to put the calculation of the backlash in there. Thanks for watching.